Hey there, all you sexy people. You know what time it is. It's time to talk kink with BronzyVee. As promised, this is a story time on how I got introduced into swinging, or the lifestyle as we should call it. So I was dating this guy for a couple of months, and I'm going to refer to him as friend because that's what we still are to this day. So we were dating, like I said, for a couple of months. He hits me up one day and was just like, you want to go to a party? I'm like, okay, cool beans. I'm thinking, regular, regular, schmegular house party. So when I pull up at his house, he's like, hey, I'm going to stop and grab one of my friends on the way there. I'm like, okay, cool beans. We pick up this lady, we pull up to this house, and the moment we pull up to this house, I'm already thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, this is real cool. Like, you ain't got to worry about the neighbors and noise complaints because I really love the seclusion of this house. So as soon as we walk up to the door, my friend then turns and looks at me with the biggest grin on his face and was just like, this is a sex party. Knock, knock. I tell you, in that moment, I had several panic attacks. I'm over there hyperventilating, like, oh my goodness, what do you mean? What do you mean it's a sex party? I don't know what to expect, what to think. I'm just like, am I going to be walking in here to ass and titties? Am I going to be walking in here to a sausage fest? What is going on here? Do you expect me to be doing anything with these people? Oh, no. I'm telling you, I was not one of those teenagers that went to them wild ass house parties where you could possibly see that type of freaky shit happen. That wasn't me. I wasn't one of those teenagers. So when he pulled me up and told me that, I was just like, oh my God. I didn't know what to think. I did not know what to think. So when this door opens, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I done prepared myself now within these like 30 seconds. I done mentally prepared it. Now the door's open. Everybody's dressed. I was just like, really? Everybody's dressed, listening to music, just in there conversing and drinking. And I was just like, wow, okay, not what I expected at all. So, my friend, of course, he likes to just get stuff popping. So, he decides to put a game on his tablet, one of them little randomizer games. And so, basically, each person gets picked, and then you're supposed to do something like a little icebreaker. So some of the little things, just to give you an idea, was it's like, oh, okay, BronzyVee kiss Maria, me and Maria would kiss. And then, BronzyVee and so do something. I tell you, my name came up quite a few times in those few little minutes of us playing that game. So for me, the last challenge that I remember, because after this there was no more game. The guy, it was said that I had to kiss the person sitting next to me. So it happened to be this man. So I just turned and I just kissed him. And when I tell you, he did not stop from us kissing. Like, I pulled my head back to, to end the kiss, but he just kept it going, like, no. And I didn't mind because he was a really great kisser. And like I said, if you know how to kiss, like, that's my shit. So he was kissing me so wonderfully, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want this to stop at all, not at all. And then the last thing I could hear consciously before just going honed in on this man, it was this lady's like, well, I guess the game is done. Yeah, the game was definitely done. He and I, we got it in right there in the living room. When I tell you, I had, like I said, never done anything. I shocked myself how in that moment nobody existed. Absolutely no one existed other than that man. He was so sweet, very, very patient with me. I can honestly say he was very patient with me because he knew. Well, my friend, he made sure everybody knew that was my first time, ever at a lifestyle party. So like I said, he just took his time and he was so sweet, and he killed all of those stereotypes that I had heard about white men in the bed. Like, baby, he was the first white man I had ever slept with in my life, and goodness gracious, he put in good work for you guys. He definitely raised and set that bar for you. So yeah, that's my quick story time on how I got into the lifestyle. Until next time on Let's Talk Kink.